Before the world came to know him as the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne was simply John Michael Osbourne, a working-class young man from Birmingham, England, trying to navigate life. In the early years of his journey to stardom, there was one woman who stood quietly by his side, Thelma Riley. While their relationship eventually unraveled under the weight of fame, substance abuse, and emotional strain, the memories they created together lingered long after their parting. Following Ozzy's passing in July 2025, Thelma found herself revisiting those memories, not with resentment, but with a mix of sorrow and appreciation. Born in 1954 in the same gritty industrial city of Birmingham where Ozzy grew up, Thelma Riley's early life was defined by modesty and routine. Raised in a humble household, she was no stranger to hard work. Birmingham, known for its steel factories and smoke-stained buildings, also forged resilient spirits, and Thelma embodied that resilience. She embraced the values of dedication and perseverance, eventually choosing a career in education. Becoming a school teacher, she earned a reputation for her gentle nature and quiet strength, winning the respect of her colleagues and the affection of her students. Her life took an unexpected turn one evening in the early 1970s when she met Ozzy at a nightclub. At that time, Ozzy was on the cusp of fame as the lead vocalist of Black Sabbath, a band that was revolutionizing music with its dark, powerful sound. Despite the growing attention around him, there was something vulnerable and magnetic about Ozzy that caught Thelma's attention. Ozzy, for his part, was drawn to Thelma's calm and steady presence. She represented a sense of grounding he desperately needed as his world began to spiral into chaos. He would later recall how she became his anchor amidst the whirlwind of fame. The connection between them quickly blossomed into a relationship, and by 1971, they were married. Thelma already had a son named Elliot from a previous relationship, and Ozzy adopted him as his own. Together, they had 2 more children, Jessica and Louis. For a time, their life seemed like something out of a dream, family dinners, laughter filling their Birmingham home, and moments of warmth that momentarily shielded them from the chaos outside. But as Ozzy's fame exploded, the darker side of celebrity life began to take its toll. The rigors of touring, the temptation of drugs and alcohol, and the pressures of living in the public eye began to consume him. Thelma, meanwhile, tried desperately to hold their world together, caring for the children, managing the home, and dealing with long stretches of Ozzy's absence. Despite her strength and determination, the strain became too much. Over the years, Ozzy has been brutally honest about the pain he caused during their marriage. He openly admitted in various interviews that he had been a poor husband and an absent father. So deep was his substance abuse that he confessed to not even remembering the births of his children. For Thelma, it was a heartbreaking experience, watching the man she loved slip away into addiction, feeling powerless to pull him back. Eventually, the emotional distance between them grew insurmountable, leading to their divorce in 1982. After their separation, Thelma chose a life away from the spotlight. While Ozzy went on to achieve massive solo success and later became a household name through reality television, Thelma quietly focused on raising their children. She rarely spoke publicly about her past with Ozzy, preferring to keep her reflections private. Her daughter Jessica chose a life outside the public eye, while Louis had a brief stint in music before stepping away. Through it all, Thelma remained a steady presence, upholding the values she had always lived by. Financially, Thelma has done well for herself. With a net worth estimated at $920,000, she has built a stable life through her career in education and wise business decisions. Though she never sought fame, she created a meaningful life rooted in purpose and peace. When Ozzy passed away on July 22, 2025, the news sent shockwaves around the globe. Tributes flooded in from fans, musicians, and celebrities alike. Candlelight vigils were held, and social media was awash with memories and tributes honoring the rock legend. But behind the public outpouring of grief, Thelma was processing the loss in her own quiet way. Though decades had passed since their divorce, death touched her deeply. He had been more than just a former husband, he was an important chapter in her life, the man she had once loved, and the father of her children. In a private family memorial, Thelma penned a deeply personal letter, not intended for the public, but shared among loved ones. In it, she reflected on the man behind the myth. "I met Ozzy before the world knew him as a legend," she wrote. "To me, he was simply John, a dreamer with a heart full of contradictions. He could be wild and unpredictable, yet also gentle and unsure. I saw both sides of him, and I loved him as he was." Her words revealed not just nostalgia, but a profound empathy for the complex man she once called her husband. She recalled the little things that made up their life together, his raucous laughter in the kitchen, the loud hum of music that filled the house during late-night jam sessions, and those precious quiet nights when he'd drift off to sleep with one of their children cradled on his chest. These were the intimate moments that no stage performance or magazine cover could capture. "Time gives you clarity," she wrote. "It doesn't erase the hurt, but it softens it. I know he battled demons I couldn't defeat for him. Still, I hope that, wherever he is now, he found the peace that often escaped him in life. And I hope he knew he was loved, maybe not always perfectly, but sincerely." Those who read her tribute were moved. It was a poignant reminder that behind every public figure lies a private story. Thelma's quiet reflection offered a glimpse into Ozzy's life before the headlines, before the awards, before the world declared him an icon. It was a tribute not just to his legacy as a musician, but to the man who had once held her hand in the early days of uncertainty and promise. In the aftermath of Ozzy's passing, Thelma didn't seek the limelight or public sympathy. Her grief was dignified, her memories shared only with those who truly understood what he had meant to her. Her tribute did not gloss over the pain or deny the chaos that had shaped their relationship. Instead, it embraced the full story, one of love, heartbreak, resilience, and grace. In remembering the early days, the smoky clubs, the humble beginnings, and the fragile hope they once shared, Thelma honored not just a legendary artist, but the man she had once dared to build a life with. Her words served as a soft echo in the loud world mourning Ozzy Osbourne, reminding us that even in the shadows of fame, there are quiet, human moments that leave a lasting imprint. And as the world moved on, Thelma's voice remained, a soft but powerful reminder that love, even when it fades, can still shape us, and that the truth of someone's life often lives in the quiet memories of those who knew them best. Thank you for watching. Like, share and kindly subscribe for more videos like this.